What's up, YouTube? Today a brand new trailer for The Division was released, and it showed off a ton of new footage and a lot of new features, including the base of operations, a look at the now confirmed signature skill, a boss fight, and just the overall grittiness of this game. So let's jump right into it with a breakdown. First off, we get some pretty normal shots of the agents and some thugs coming out to face them, then a quick glimpse of this massive cleaner. We'll see a little bit more of him in a bit. These quick looks at some of the darker sides of the environment really show how grim the setting is. People being shot execution style, JTF soldiers hanging up in a building. This is not a happy place. But next up, we get a really in-depth look at the base of operations. So let's take this frame by frame and look at what this thing is all about. Now we see the base has 3 wings inside: security, tech, and medical. These wings all play a part in your progression in taking the city back. And to do this, you need to complete missions and encounters with the same logo as the corresponding wing, which will then unlock new operations inside of the base. And as we see here, to get these wings online, we have to complete certain missions. For the medical wing, you will need to complete the Madison Garden mission. For the tech wing, the subway extension mortuary mission, and for security, the Lincoln Tunnel checkpoint mission, which we've actually seen gameplay of. These missions will probably bring these 3 people into the base as head of that wing. And as you unlock and upgrade these operations, the base is then cleaned up and looks more functional and kind of homey in a way, as well as unlocking new features within the base, which we see a few of in these videos. And those few things include the control room in the tech wing, which we see is at 30% operational overall. And the most interesting thing is the canine unit, which we see in the security wing, which that wing is at 70% operational. Now this is up in the air as to what these features will do exactly, especially this canine unit, which I'm really interested in. Will we have dog units available to us, you know, attack dogs or dogs that explore and search out new loot for us and things of that sort? That would be pretty cool if you ask me, but we don't know exactly what they do because we don't have enough information. The same thing goes with the control room. Does it have an active effect on the world, or is it just for looks? As you upgrade the base, these things come online and we get to walk around in the base and look at them and see them. Personally, I hope we get some more information on this and we can actually confirm what they really do. We know that the mission progression is tied to our skills, perks, and talents. So possibly these certain areas are tied to that in some way, like the control room and the canine unit. I hope they are. I mean, that would be awesome. And also, I really hope that we have canine companions in the world. That would be really cool. So before we move on past the base, let's sum up what we know from this video. Missions will progress the base depending on which wing is tied to it. Completing that mission will advance that wing's percentage of operation, and by doing that, it cleans up the base and unlocks new features such as the canine unit and the control room, but we don't know what they do exactly. Next up is a clip of an agent taking on some Rikers using the Seeker Mine. Nothing really new here. What is new is the name of the mission. This is a bounty hunt. The interesting thing about this mission is the fact that this is also a different color than the missions and encounters that progress your base. So this is either a side mission or a task, as we see here on the map from the last video that they released. There's also a glimpse of a weapon talent. It's called Trained and gives your critical hits increased signature skill resources by 1%. Now, like I said earlier, the signature skill is now what we were considering the super skill, or what a special skill, whatever you wanted to call it. But what is a signature skill resources? I'm not really sure personally. Possibly every kill you get fills your signature skill by 1% more, maybe? But until we get more info, it's just kind of speculation. If you have an idea of what it might be, let me know in the comments. The next clip is a group of agents fighting the cleaners in the subway. Nothing new here, so moving on. But the next clip is something new: safe houses. Now these areas are social zones, just like the social hub area we've heard so much about. In here, you will be able to team up with other players that you can then go out and take on the world. You'll also have access to different vendors. Players will have emotes to communicate with each other, as we see this guy waving at this other person, or you can just goof off to pass time, like you see this guy here in the back doing jumping jacks. I know the next clip is going to be very important for some people. Full freaking beards. Aw, yeah. It's really cool to see the different character customizations that we'll have access to in this game. Now we know that it's not full RPG like in Fallout, where you can customize every aspect of your face. There are going to be a lot of pre-selected faces and beards and hairs and all these other things, but you're going to have enough to be able to make your character look how you want it to be. Now, I told you we're going to see more of this guy. This is the Division's version of a boss fight, a named enemy with a little bit larger health pool than normal and a yellow health bar as opposed to the purple health bars of legendary enemies we've seen before. This guy also has a shield emblem next to his name. This probably has some sort of significance. Possibly this guy stays back and shoots from a distance, or he's more heavily armored than other bosses, but we don't have enough information to confirm or deny what it means exactly. But next we see what I believe is the signature skill for the security tree. We can tell by looking at this player's signature skill icon and then comparing it to this clip showing exactly what the skill looks like from the skill menu. From this, we can confirm that the security signature skill is some sort of deployable riot shield, which can then be used for cover by either your character or other characters in your squad. But that's not all. We also get a look at the medical signature skill, which appears to be a multi-heal that not only restores health, but also revives downed players as well. And this skill doesn't appear to have a limited area of effect like the healing skills we've seen before. So when you're in a bind and you don't have a lot of health left in your squad, this ability is really going to come in handy. And coming to the end of this video, we get some more footage of the Dark Zone, but more importantly, we see this ADS view of a scope on a gun. So I can confirm officially that yes, you can ADS with certain scopes on your weapons to give you that added accuracy if you want it. So with that, it's going to bring us to the end of the video completely. This was by far one of the best trailers for the game that I have seen. It shows off what this game is all about while not giving away too much. What do you think of it? Let me know in the comments. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more of the Division content, and until next time, this has been Boomslangg, and I'll see you in the next one.